Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mikey, intern Ned Reynolds in the studio. Thank God it's Friday, even though Major League Baseball is just getting those wheels turning. College baseball is slowly coming to an end, and Missouri State is going to come to Georgia, close their regular season.
They are finishing the final 3 games of the regular season, then staying in Georgia because it just so happens that Kennesaw State, who they are playing, is also the site for the conference tournament. That begins next Wednesday. So the Bears say, hey, why travel home? We're down here anyway. So the opening game was last night, and the Bears won it 5-3. Missouri State knocking off Kennesaw State. That's very big. Second game is tonight. Third game will be tomorrow. And then a couple days off, and the Bears hope on Sunday to be able to go down and watch the Atlanta Braves play because, of course, the National League Rookie of the Year plays for Atlanta, and he happens to be a Bear, Drake Baldwin. So it would be really nice if they could see that. Be even better if the Bears could take at least one of these next 2 games coming up in the regular season. Still, I think the Bears are pretty solid as far as the playoffs are concerned, and it all does begin on Wednesday. 5-3, Missouri State in the opener.
Go Bears. We've got PGA National Championship is anyone's prize, and that's pretty interesting. Typically, there's only just a couple in the running, right?
This year, at the end of the first round, and the first round was 3 under par, there are 7. That's right, 7 golfers who are tied for the lead, one of whom is Scottie Scheffler. And as amazing as it is, he's the number 1 golfer in the world. Amazing, and I find this stat almost unbelievable. It is the first time in his career that he has ever been either in the lead or tied for the lead in the first round of a major tournament. The PGA National is a major tournament. We'll see what happens. That field will certainly be broken. They're playing at Aronimink outside of Philadelphia, and Aronimink is a very, very good course. Very tough one, a lot of sand traps on there, and the pros found those sand traps yesterday. Anyway, 7-way tie for the lead, and it'll be a very interesting second round coming up today.
We've got this is the second in the Triple Crown coming up this Saturday, right?
This is the second jewel,
yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it runs 2 weeks after the Kentucky Derby, and that second jewel is the Preakness Stakes. And this is interesting. Mike, when you do these things in rhythm at this time of the year, you get into kind of a habit. Churchill Downs, Louisville, the Kentucky Derby, Preakness Stakes at Pimlico. Wait a minute. It's not at Pimlico. They're racing at Laurel Park, which is just south of Baltimore, and the only other racetrack in Maryland. What's the matter with Pimlico? Well, the matter is it's no longer standing. It has been almost totally demolished because it's going to be refurbished and rebuilt. Allegedly, will be ready for this time next year. I can't believe it, and I won't believe it until I see it. Anyway, the Preakness, which normally draws about 150,000, will draw 5,000 this year. That's all that Maryland's the Laurel track can hold, and that's what they're capping the attendance at, 5,000. So they'll run for the Black-Eyed Susans tomorrow, a big race coming up, the second jewel in the Triple Crown. Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo is not in it, but there'll be a number of outstanding thoroughbreds who are.
Wonder how much those tickets are going to cost with it being that limited and that kind of a race.
A lot.
I mean, we're talking World Cup prices here, Ned. St. Louis Cardinals just continue to just pull it out. And as a Royals fan, I wish my team was doing what they're doing, but that just isn't the way it's going right now. How'd they do last night?
Well, first of all, the answer to your second query is we'll find out this weekend because the Royals and Cardinals are playing each other up in St. Louis. I don't know how the Cardinals are doing this. I really do not. It's almost magic. It's one of those streaks that teams gets into, and it's been since opening day now. In late March, the Cardinals have done just amazing games. Yesterday's was really amazing. They're behind, they being the Cardinals, behind 4-3 with 2 outs in the 9th inning and a runner on first base. 2 strikes on J.J. Weatherholt, and the pitcher hits him. He hits Weatherholt. Now, how can you allow that to happen? All right, now there's runners on first and second. Next batter up is the Pozo guy, Yohel Pozo. He gets a base hit. He's hitting around 200. He gets a base hit. Ties the game. And then here comes Jordan Walker, and he can untie it, which he did quickly with a double. So there's the difference, 5-4. Cardinals pull one out of the hat. They are playing very well. Actually, they're playing very fortunate baseball. They're getting a lot of breaks, which is not to say they aren't playing well. They are. But the fact of the matter remains they're getting the key hits the key pitching, and they're getting it done. Now, the Royals, that's a different story. They lose to the Chicago White Sox 6-2. The White Sox are on a streak. Chicago White Sox, one of the poorest teams in Major League Baseball, losers of more than 100 games over the last 3 years, have won 5 in a row now, and they're young. That's the benefit of the draft, and they're playing very well. The White Sox beat the Royals last night 6-2. Kansas City slumping a little bit. Hey, they do happen, but now this weekend, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, it is the Cardinals and the Royals' first of 2 matchups. They'll also play in Kansas City a little bit later on. And as far as Springfield Cardinals are concerned, they won their 5th in a row. Beat the Tulsa Drillers last night 7-2, and the Cardinals have won their last 7 games in their last 9 tries. And this is a team that was in a horrendous losing streak to start things out. They're getting better now as the season goes on. You knew they would. They're just too good not to. But Springfield, 5 straight, play the Tulsa Drillers again tonight.
Go Springfield Cardinals. All right, yesterday, pretty big deal for the Kansas City Chiefs and the rest of the league. They announced the schedule for the upcoming season. And first look, I feel like the Chiefs have a pretty good schedule ahead of them.
When you have your first 2 games at home, and they are both featured night games, yes, that is pretty good. Monday night, the Chiefs will play the very first Monday night game of the season, and they'll be taking on the Denver Broncos. I'm very, very surprised at that kind of a matchup. I wouldn't think that the NFL, you have to understand how the NFL works, but here you have Patrick Mahomes, star player, and his first game is going to be against the Denver Broncos, who are one of the preseason favorites to win the American Conference West. Boy, that's saying something. Anyway, that is a Monday night game. The next week is the Sunday night game, and the Chiefs will play the Indianapolis Colts. Now, as far as feature games are concerned, the Chiefs have another Sunday night game against the Seattle Seahawks on October 25th. One holiday for Kansas City this year. One holiday, and just as it was last year, it is Thanksgiving. Last year, you might remember the Chiefs played the Dallas Cowboys late on Thanksgiving afternoon. This year, it is a Thanksgiving night game, and the Chiefs will be in Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. Another Thursday night game comes up in December when the Chiefs will take on the Los Angeles Rams, and then they have a Monday night game on December the 21st against the New England Patriots, but no game on the Christmas holidays this year. Around it, but
I'm
not
okay
on it.
with that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
okay. I'm okay
and
with
so
that.
are they, I promise you.
Well, but not the front office. The front office is pushing for it. They wanted to be like, they wanted to make it like Lions and Thanksgiving and Bears and Thanksgiving. And I'm like, man, come on, guys, let's take a break.
The front office doesn't get out there and play the game.
No, they do not. And it's a little bit more difficult for those players, for sure. Ned, you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.